now in pin 4 checking out crossbred gilts. Dad has caught here, this is 39-8. She's an exchange rate back on Electrify. This, guys, is one powerhouse, stout made, massive crossbred gilt. She is built wide from the ground up. She is massive in that top, big hips, big centered. This girl has so much power and product and mass in her. She's one that I think you're actually going to have to get her home. She probably needs to already be dropped down to that 16% feed. But guys, I think this one is one that has the ability to go out and be big time. Just look at her go. She's wide made, she's big top, she's big centered, just a whole lot of mass. Look at her come at you. Just that big old wide chest floor in her. I think she's one that, you know, just a little bit of management. She has the potential to be very, very big time. And that's the 39-8. The black hipped gilt here, this is 41-8. 41-8. She's a man on the mission back on Reaching High. She is a cool design gilt. Just study her from the side profile. She's clean up through that neck and front end. She's tall at the point of her shoulder. She puts it all together in a notch bigger frame. Really square down that top line. Really correct out through that hip and hind leg. Really good in terms of that center body dimension as well. She too is one that's a notch greener in her body condition, but I think one that you study how she's put together in her parts and pieces, and it's hard to put a hole in her. She's not wanting to pull for us, but she's one that I like an awful lot. The gilt Dad has caught here is 32-4. This is the red, kind of red belted. She's a real light sandy color. She's a Party Up North Battlefield. Guys, I think this one has so much potential. She is way cool in her makeup. As you study her, look at her up through that head and neck here. She's really clean, extended up through her front end. She's leveled down her top, really square out through that hip. Good center dimension. If you think she's a little green today, I'm not going to deny you. These Party Up North babies are always green early, and they come on strong at the end. And being a Party Up North Battlefield, she's going to make one heck of a sow. Those are some of our best mamas to come our Party Up North sows. This here's 29-13. She's a matchmaker back on the Slammer sow. This one is one that we feel is a big time crossbred gilt. She is square at the ground. She's big top. She has a big old hip blade in her. Really good in terms of her center body dimension. You get behind her, she's wide from that stifle to stifle, yet she's really attractive and feminine up through her front end. As she comes at you, she has a big old chest floor laid in her. Really good in terms of that depth of body and center rib. She's not wanting to get out and pull and catch that second gear, so you guys can really get a great video and analyze her, but we think this is one that's big time. You get her dark black come this summer and into our fall shows. She's going to have a lot of fun. We think she's one that could be there at the end of the day in the banner circle as a breed champion, overall champion. She just has that kind of quality and look to her.